Well. Back with another video again. Honestly, didn't know if I actually wanted to do the video or not because I haven't finished the show. Because I'm watching the show on Crunchyroll called Strike the Blood. It doesn't have all the episodes on Crunchyroll, so I don't know how it ends. So I can't really recommend the full show. But as far as I've seen so far, like everything I've seen so far is actually a pretty decent show. The genres that it shows on Crunchyroll, that's an action, fantasy, supernatural, and harem show. Like it doesn't have a tag for this, but it does have some fan service in it. Like it's not too extreme, like it doesn't show anything like too crazy, but just so you know, there is fan service in the show, so that could be a pro or a con depending on what you're looking for. The plot is somewhat like it's somewhat simple and it's kind of, but at the same time it's kind of unique because it like the plot of the story is basically that like the vampires are the strongest race in the world, and they're like four like really powerful vampires which are called the progenitors, I believe. That's how you pronounce it. But okay, so the four strongest vampires, most of like the vampires that live in other countries, but there's just one island that's like based that was like a man-made island that's made like off the coast of Japan or somewhere around there. And basically that's where the fourth progenitor is, which is an artificial vampire that was originally this female named Avarora, whatever her name was. But eventually, like the main character, like he took her powers, or it's like she let him devour her, something like that. I forgot how they explained it, but he got her powers now, and he had the powers for about 3 months or something like that before the show starts. So he's pretty new to it, and he doesn't really understand how to use all his abilities. Far as the story shows so far is that like vampires have these familiars that they have contracts with that stays inside their bodies. Like they're like these real powerful beasts and all that they can command. But the thing is, see, like the problem that the main character has is that they don't really listen to him, like because he hasn't really drank anyone's blood yet, and that's the only way that you can make contracts with these familiars. And speaking of drinking blood, like the thing about his vampire urges is that like the moment that like a vampire get aroused, that's when they want to drink somebody's blood. So the main character, he's not like a super big pervert, but like the thing is like if anything that arouses him even in the slightest, like he gets the urge to drink somebody's blood. So it's kind of it makes for like an interesting plot with the like I said, the fan service that they have in the show. So like anytime like something that's kind of like something crazy happens around him, anytime he sees it, he instantly like his nose start bleeding and all that. So it's kind of like a running joke where like they keep calling him really perverted, where like he can't really help it. Like any like little thing can get him to get like that. So the main character of the show, his name is Akatsuki Kojo, and the main female character name is Yukina Himuragi, I believe that's how you pronounce it. So the main character, he is like in his second year in high school, I believe, and the female character Yukina, she is like in her last year of middle school. So I think she's like 14, he's like 16. Like they are the main love interest of the show. So if you find that to be kind of weird, I mean that's just what the show does. Like they're not that much difference in age, but that's what's going on. Honestly, while watching this show, a lot of times I forget how young Yukina is because, like, I don't know, because like I don't actually think about it until like they say that, oh yeah, this is she's in the same classroom as his little sister. Like a lot of times I keep on forgetting that yeah, she is still in middle school. Like it doesn't like the way she acts. She's like she doesn't act like she acts like more mature than he does. That's why it's kind of easy to forget. Like oh yeah, she's in middle school. So Kojo, he's the fourth progenitor, and Yukina, she is a mage from the Lion King organization to be, and she's like assigned the duty of like basically observing him, because like the Lion King organization, they're trying to get more information about him, because since he's new, they're trying to figure out like what he's trying to do. So basically, like she's tasked with probably killing him if she finds out that he's like a bad vampire. And since she is his observer, like she got to like follow him around everywhere. So she goes to like the same school he goes to, but like I said, she's in the middle school section while he's in the high school section. She also moves into the apartment building that's right next to him and his little sister. Like she has to follow him around everywhere and like see like she can't like let him out of her sight. It was this one scene where like he was about to leave like just he was about to go to the store like at night, and like she just like hops out the shower and like still soaking wet to try to follow him. Like it's kind of crazy, like all the things she has to do just to keep an eye on him. But like I said, this show is also a harem, so it's like like every 3 to 5 episodes, like he meets a new female where like he has to like drink their blood to awaken another familiar, and then like they eventually like start liking him and they join his harem. Like I said, it happens like every 3 to 5 episodes, like a new female joins his harem. Like it's like I'm only on episode like 23 right now, and that's like the pattern because like every couple episodes like they go through like a little story arc where a villain pops up, they introduce new characters, they solve the problem, like rinse and repeat. But I wouldn't say rinse and repeat because kind of like the story does feel like it is going somewhere. It's just going kind of slowly. I don't know like the end game of the story. It doesn't seem like the main character even really has a goal. So like the story just is just always continuing this, and it's not boring. Like I don't know why I find the show so entertaining. Like I don't know, maybe it's like all the different bad guys that pop up in the show. Like all half the bad guys that pop up in the show, like I don't actually understand their character motives, but I don't know. It doesn't bother me too much. So anyway, if you feel like this is a show you might be into, yeah, you should check it out. Cause like I said, like I really enjoy it. This is like one of those shows I watch, and like I enjoy it. And I don't know why I enjoy it, but it's just so entertaining to me. It doesn't really get old for me. I'm gonna try to see if I can find like the rest of the episodes somewhere else because I've really wondered how this show is going to end. Like I said, and it doesn't have all the episodes on Crunchyroll, so I'm gonna have to at least look it up somewhere to try to buy the DVD or something. Well, anyway, this is my recommendation. This is my anime recommendation. I hope y'all enjoyed it and take care.